was hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, done. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me.
Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. And the San Francisco 49ers versus...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Number 31.
And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Jared Davis
decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
and inches at the 47.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman.
That's good.
7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 25. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
16-yard line.
A quick throw caught out wide by Bourne. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 13 yards out. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you could hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
This is Mostert. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone. All right, the offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs If you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, Mostert. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll try it now with Mostert. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers! Raheem Mostert, 42 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Now Mostert. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Number 31.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And 8.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. One more time with Mostert. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Mostert. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
first down, they go with Mostert again. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That's good.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They hand it off to Mostert. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
It's second and 8.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This one from 46 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25.
Line 6.
Offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Right back to him on first down. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a give to Mostert running right, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On third down, here comes Mostert. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line.
That's good for a 49er.
They only needed a couple, but the blocking was good. And, of course, you can't tamp him down when he gets past that line of scrimmage.
No, and guess what? Not only were they physical at the point of attack, they executed so well. That's what you have to do in short yardage situations. Everyone has to be in the right spot, taking on a defender to give him the chance that they did, and he took full advantage of it.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll set up to throw. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys continue to pour it on.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And this offense is running away with this one. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver.
Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup, and it'll move the chains.
That's the end of the
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. He's got it. Hit the 15.
We got plenty of fight, baby.
Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 48 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other.
and punt. This offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. He's checking. 18 cardinal.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Deebo Samuel.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Jordan Reed has it. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, 30 yards. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Samuel bringing in the slant. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what kind of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
First and 10, and they've got three tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there. But they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Number 31.
The linebacker, Christian Jones, there to make the stop.
Christian Jones.
That's a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Tonight's final score.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.